It's usually me making demands of Harpocrates. I wonder what this is about. Lawsman Harpocrates.
Ah, yes.
You spoke of making amends with Dion.
Then I should begin by telling you that this was some years ago, of course, before I joined Cid in his hideout. At that time, I was counted among the foremost scholars of Oriflamme, and was accordingly in to supervise the young prince's education, all to ensure that the future emperor had a firm grounding in, well, everything an emperor should. History, religion, commerce, government. Alas, our time together was cut short when Dion left to join the... I had not expected to meet with him again.
Have you spoken with him?
No, His Highness always seems so preoccupied, especially when alone. Not when I know he dwells upon the evil Ultima had him commit in the...
The guild weighs heavily on, but as you say, that was Ultima's doing.
When I first met him, it was not guilt, but his people's expectations that weighed heavily upon him, and I did nothing to ease that burden. It is one of my greatest regrets, and what he truly needed, the blame for Dion's transgressions.
I see. I'm ready to help you in any...
Then I beg that you bring me... Oh, apothecaries across the ages agree that even to glimpse such a flower is to be granted. Fabulists and fraudsters all, of course. But there is oft a seed of truth to be found, where even the most outlandish opinion...
Well, it can't hurt. Where can I find this flower?
You have seen cultivated wyvern tails before, I trust. The lily-white blossoms from whose roots the poisonous ink for the brand is distilled. Well, those which grow in the wild differ only in their purple hue. The harsh... There is a waterfall in Rickmal's roost across the strait. Whether they still survive there...
It's all right.
Thank you, Clive.
Fly, Ambrosia. Seems this place has been flooded twice over. Purple flowers blooming next to a waterfall. Shouldn't be too hard to find. Straight home now. Might as well pick enough for a bunch, I suppose. Oarsman.
You did?
I think... You wanted to make Dion a gift of one, did you not?
Oh,
It's no trouble. Your Highness.
Now. It is time, then.
No. Our lawsman has something he'd like...
Master Harp, no. Not after everything I have taken countless... All because I was... I have sworn to atone for my crimes or die in the attempt. But were I to meet with him again... and see in his eyes what I have become... I fear that my resolve...
Then that is all the test your resolve.
I must, at the very well, then.
Follow me.
Even now, I hesitate to approach him. What must he think of me?
You'd be surprised.
Master Harpocrates, pray, accept my apologies for leaving your tutelage before my studies were complete. Your lessons opened my mind to a world quite unlike the one I had imagined from within the gilded confines of the palace. And I shall be forever grateful for the efforts you made to enlighten me.
lift up your head, Your Highness. The deeds of youth require no apology. That you took the time to visit me says much about the man you have become. Now, there is something I would like to show you.
Is that a wyvern tail? The color is unfamiliar to me.
Because it is unique to those found in the wild. Something in the harsh environment in which they grow lends them this striking hue. Their roots are indistinguishable from those of their hothouse cousins, but once they bloom, the difference is immediately apparent. In this flower, I see you, Your Highness. Its roots were the roots of a wyvern tail, with all that implies. But they do not define it, just as yours do not define you. I want you to have it, that it might remind you of this truth.
Master Harpocrates, I would ask of you a service. Keep your gift until I have fulfilled my duty to the realm, for only then shall I be deserving of it.
As you wish, Your Highness. I shall await your return.
Our roots do not define us. No wonder my stepmother didn't like him. For reuniting me with memories I had thought long lost. I shall not forget this.
Thank you, Clive. Were it not for you, I fear I might never have found the right moment to speak with him. Not to mention the wyvern tales. I shall plant their seeds, that I might not disappoint His Highness upon his return.
I hope the soil in the hideaway is to their liking.
Why, these flowers bloomed in the bleak, black wastes of Waloed. I'm sure Nigel's yard will suit them to a T. When it comes to expressing one's gratitude, I find that words are seldom sufficient. Here.
What's this?
A stolas quill. Or more precisely, my stolas quill. 'Tis said that an owl's feathers are steeped in the wishes it hears over its long lifetime. All those words just waiting to pour out onto the page. So consider this my wish for you. That one day you may put down your sword and pick up that pen.
Well, when that day comes, I'll certainly have a lot to write about. Thank you, Harpocrates. It shall have pride of place in my chamber.
Why the hell would Victor take the bearer's side? Here to help me, Pat? Thanks, but I'll be traveling light.
You're really going to go through?
I am. But before I go...
If it's within my power.
It's the children. And if I leave them here, they surely will. Our friendship would see them ostracized. I can think of only one place where they are...
Of course. The children...
Thank you, Clive.
Lubor!
What is it, Ferda?
There's been a flood in the Velcroy. A dam. The League of Outlaws encampment was completely submerged in...
What?
Every last one of the bastards has...
Bandits are one thing, but Akashic bandits are quite another. We need to evacuate. Ferda, gather. The Akashic may strike at any moment. Well?
Yes, my lord.
Clive, check the children stay with me for now. I need you to find Conrad. Tell them to prepare for a full...
Understood.
I'll do what I can.
What's in it?
You have to listen to me. They're coming.
Why do they always have to make such a...
What do you want?
To pass on an important... There's been an ether flood out in the Vel. The camp where the so-called League of Outlaws were gathering has been... They're no longer just bandits. They're Akashic now. You need to begin preparing for a...
Oh, do we? And who...
Lubor, perhaps? The man you may believe his lie.
But why would he lie about
Some twisted attempt. If he had not been unmasked, a great honor one, he might well feel aggrieved at having been...
Lord Underhill, forgive. Lubor cannot be trusted, and...
You may not trust me. If there is any
There isn't. Now be off with you.
You're making a mistake.
It's no use. Words will not move them.
Then we must find another way to ensure Dalamel's survival.
You're right. Let's speak to Lord Ferda.
I think we'd better shut up.
What's Lubor raving about now?
Lord Ferda.
Cid, what's wrong?
I went to warn Conrad and Natalie. They've convinced themselves that nothing... The bloody which means the town guard can't be counted, but I can. You only have to...
I appreciate it.
Cid! Ferda! I've been looking for you...
Victor? I thought you'd left.
I couldn't abandon a friend in need. And Lubor is in need at this very moment.
You have to believe me! The Akashic are coming! They don't eat, they don't sleep, they don't tire, and they don't care who they kill. They're unlike anything that's come before. There won't be no parley, no mercy granted! We may have saved the town once, but this is different. I do not ask that you forgive me, but please believe me. If you do not run, you will die. You will all fucking die!
You'd like that, wouldn't you, bearer?
Yeah, with us out of the way, your kind will be free to claim Dalamel for yourselves.
You should run!
Run, bearer!
Yeah, run!
Run!
Far, far away!
Run!
Just go on!
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes! Go!
Come on, then.
Go on! Go!
Lubor.
Wait. Someone's coming.
Go! Come on!
Stop! You're hurting him!
What did Lubor ever do to you? He solves all your stupid problems, and he keeps all of you safe. You know there's nothing he wouldn't do for this town. Who was it who made that cleaver you use every day, Conrad?
And what about your counting table, Natalie? Who fixed that?
Whose men make sure the streets are clean so all your boots don't get dirty?
Who spends all day every day making sure things run smoothly round here? And none of you ever say thank you. Ever.
But did Lubor ever complain? Well, does he ever stop smiling?
He keeps this whole place going. And you act like it doesn't even exist!
Lubor, we've heard enough.
Wait!
We will not run. The town guard will not abandon the very place it is sworn to protect.
And I will not give up for lost the stores that we labored so hard to fill.
So tell us, how do you propose we deal with these Akashic of yours?
We won't run, but we will fight.
All right, then. Fine. Gather round if you don't want to die.
Allow me to explain the situation. The ether flood occurred near the village of Cheratina, deep in the Velcroy. The place had been abandoned for years, until the League of Outlaws decided to make it their base of operations. Now they're all turned, and if the scouts' reports are correct, heading in this direction.
They are mindless monsters, driven only by hate and rage. And they are utterly unpredictable. With the bandits, we at least knew how and where they were likely to attack. When these creatures come, Dalimil will have the bitterest fight it has ever faced on its hands. The town guard will muster at the north gate. The rest of us will take the south. Both forces will provide men to serve as scouts and messengers, ready to spread word of the size and nature of the Akashic force as soon as it is spotted. And as soon as it has been, we will converge on its position and see that it is driven back from Dalimil at all costs. Conrad, can I count on the support of the town guard?
Always.
I leave the selection and coordination of the messengers in your hands, Victor. And the command of our men in yours, Ferda. If you would both be so kind.
Consider it done.
As you wish.
Natalie, I would ask that you and your people have the townsfolk barricade themselves inside the bathhouse. And tell the merchant not to waste time securing anything beside the essentials. Preserving life is our one and only concern. As long as we survive, it doesn't matter what trinkets we might lose. Our riches can be regained. And if anyone doubts that, let it be known that the Briar's Kiss stands ready to cover any losses.
Very well. I shall tell them.
Where do I fit into this plan?
Where else but the most perilous place of all? I would like you to travel to the home of our erstwhile League of Outlaws, Cheratina itself. The main host is most likely still there, and Dalimil will not be safe until it is eradicated, root and branch.
A little gardening. How pleasant.
I doubt it. I have a feeling these weeds will be particularly stubborn.
Luckily, so am I.
So you are. All right then, we all know what we have to do. Now it's simply a matter of doing it. For Dalimil.
Looks like everyone's ready.
Ready, go?
There it is. The flood.
But what's waiting for us inside? You deserve a rest. We can't leave a single one alive. The League is disbanded. I should get back to
All the Akashic we were able to find have been dealt with. Seems that might be the last of them.
Last of them here.
Lubor, Sir Clive has
Clive!
It's done.
I knew you.
Thank you, my lord.
Friends, the Horde has been... and we need not fear the arrival of victory.
We saved...
Lubor, allow me to. After all you have done for this...
But we did. And for that we only hope that you...
We need you, Lubor. So, if you would still like to be considered for the position of...
You do
We do. But it is a stain on ours. We thought only of what we perceived.
I see. But I will...
Name them.
Firstly, that you will both do everything in your power to rally. If the Town Guard and the Merchants League do not accept my leadership, it will... Unity is the key to defending Dalimil. When that time comes...
Of course.
And... You will accept that if I am to lead you, the mistreatment of bearers must end here in Dalimil. Any bearer within our walls shall be afforded the same rights as any other citizen. They will not be judged by what they are, but who they are.
As we failed to do.
We agree to your conditions. And...
Well then, it seems my mayorship... How fickle fate can be. Not so long ago I had... And now, here. Forever.
Lubor. About the children.
Fear not. You are, of course, relieved of your responsibility. I would sooner face another horde of Akashic than see them. I'll make sure...
I don't doubt that, and not just the children.
Can't have all your...
The bearer of the burning quill is within.
Lord Marquis, if you have a moment.
What is it, Cyril?
One of our brethren lately journeyed across the strait in order to pursue a new avenue of inquiry in our ongoing investigation. He sent an owl some while ago, but we have heard naught from him since.
Was he surveying another fallen ruin?
No. The object of his study was a savior cult that has arisen in Ash in recent years. An ancient religion that worshipped by gaining an understanding of this new faith.
And so you sent one of your brothers to Ash?
Fully cognizant, I entrusted the mission to one of the most able of our order. The third, though he has been silent for some days now, yet it seemed only right, for as you so earnestly advised me, it would not do to abandon a man to his fate.
But Ash is a big place.
Perhaps. The last owl, Mickleburg was its name. It lies in, if aught...
Right.
You are go then, with my hope.
Come on. Run like the wind.
Might this be Mickleburg?
These people aren't turned. And the village seems safe enough at least. What is going on here?
Ah. Did you, too, heed the call?
Heed the call? No, I came here looking for someone. To be honest, I wasn't sure I'd find him here. Let alone all of you.
Is that so?
What are you doing here? Is this where you live?
It is my home. The others, they heeded the call.
You keep saying that. What do you mean?
They came here to perform the rite, just as King Barnabas instructed. This village is their altar, where they shall cast their souls upon the gentle waters and give themselves to the Lord.
Give themselves?
Oh, Lord, cleanse us of our sins.
Let us be reborn in your loving arms.
Free us from the torment of this mortal realm.
They want to be saved. Forgive me, but did another foreigner like me come here? He was probably wearing a cowl.
You mean the traveler from Stone? Yes. He's staying at my house, toward the rear of the village.
Thank you. If you don't mind, I'll go and greet him.
They seek the same salvation Barnabas did. At least the third chair still lives. Let's go and find him.
Excuse me.
I am. Lord Rosfield.
That's right, and you must be the third.
I am.
Cyril was worried for your sake.
And I must apologize. I did not mean to trouble the bearer of the burning quill. Much less you, my Lord Marquis.
He said that you had failed to report. Is there a reason for...
I came here to study the followers of this new faith. You have seen them at their... They devote themselves to the veneration of their Lord, with a praying night and day that they might be rid of their wicked wills, not that they might be granted respite from their worldly woes, but so that serve him with... I, too, swore to devote my life to the service of... And so I would see it through, see these people safe, that they might do their duty to their Lord.
You do understand?
I do, my lord. They would cast aside their wills and become akashic. I know that it may be hard to believe, but forgive me, my lord. Did you hear that, my lord?
I'll go and find out. Beneath the flood. Oh no. There must be something I can do. Echoes as well. Found her.
Ready, brother?
What now? meet again. I've killed your kind before. Let's try. Speak to me.
I had to save them, that they might have a chance to find true salvation by devoting themselves to the service of their Lord. Just as I did when the Undying plucked me from the gutter and gave me a cause to believe in. A duty to serve was everything to me, and I would not deny them that fulfillment, even if they must become Akashic in order to achieve it. Forgive me, my Lord Marquis. I did not mean to trouble you with this. My findings. Could you deliver them to Master Cyril for me?
Of course. Your duty will be done.
Look, my lord. They are saved.
They are saved. Founder. I should get this report to Cyril.
My Lord Marquis, I'm glad.
I met with your third chair, Cyril.
Thank you, my lord. He remained in Ash?
He died protecting the villagers from an echo. I buried him in Mickelberg. I'm sorry that I couldn't save him.
If you could not save him, no one could.
The villagers, they were believers in this savior cult. They prayed to their god that they might be unburdened of their wills. Then an ether flood came, and their wish was granted. Your brother sacrificed himself that they might live, even knowing that that life was death by another name.
Then he perished defending liberty. A hero's end. For the right to choose how one dies is no less sacred than the right to choose how one lives.
Sid would agree. He wanted to build a world where people could die on their own terms.
A noble ambition. To die for one's cause is the most perfect expression of one's faith. It matters not how misguided others might judge one's decision to be. Only that the decision is one's own. We live according to the teachings of our order. We believe in them, we protect them, and yes, we die for them. For better or worse, that is our creed.
But he didn't die for your creed. He died to save them. And you still believe that what he did was right.
I believe that he believed it was. We of the Undying are not slaves, but willing servants. And this was his will, the ultimate expression of it.
I'd like to know this man's name, Cyril. To know the names of all the Undying who've fallen in the line of duty. They died serving my house. It's only right that I remember them. That is my duty.
Of course. I shall fetch the Book of Martyrs at once. My lord, it has been, and shall ever be, the greatest honor of my life to serve House Rosfield. Though our duties may differ, yours is no less important. I pray with all my heart for your success. And were they here, I have no doubt but that every one of my fallen brothers and sisters would feel the same.
Fortress?
The garrison is threatening to pull their sentries from the market.
I would speak with this Duke.
I saw the captain just now.
Your town needs you.
Do you have a moment?
What is it?
It's the Duke, unsurprisingly. His Eminence has assumed full control. The town was left all but unguarded. So Philippe, and though my dear boys have been characteristically willing to assist, so I was wondering if you would lend...
Of course.
Thank you, Clive. Philippe told me he had...
Where can I find the mistress?
Here, my lady. To whom do I have the pleasure?
My name is Sabine. And it is my displeasure to be the daughter of the Duke of Oriflamme, who I understand is causing you and your town no small amount of trouble. I wish to speak to you about what might be done.
Very well. Let us speak. I trust you'll forgive.
Absolutely.
Please.
As you know, my father is a most overbearing and supercilious man, and I join you in objecting. Indeed, I owe you for continuing to argue against his... Yet I fear he is not one to be... He must be made to face the
And who?
I would. Were you to join us, we would surely have this...
Does that not seem a trifle?
Drastic action is precisely what is called for. My father would have it that citizens exist only to serve the Empire. But he is wrong. It is not the people who must serve the Empire, but the Empire who must serve her people. He's always been scornful of the opinions of anyone he judged beneath him. But he cannot be allowed to... We must fight.
Fight him? No. Respectfully, my lady. Our only chance of saving this town depends upon every one of us uniting against our common enemy. While I understand your frustration...
False hope. But I see that your mind is made up. If you will extend me the same... I bid you good day.
She certainly has spirit.
Indeed. But unfortunately for us, which may be enough to seal the fate of this town. This is all about her and her...
Family.
I'm sorry. Yes. But perhaps it's better that you heard them from him.
Right away.
It's just a pity I cannot join you.
Your town needs you.
Saw the captain just now.
What does the dame have to say about it?
So you are content to abandon... please. If you're a true son of Northreach, you must...
That's exactly what I am doing. Or trying to, at least.
Even when our true enemy is high... Fine. You're not the only able-bodied man in Northreach. Thank you so much.
She cornered you too.
Could hardly get a word in edge, like father liked.
She made an uninvited appearance at the vet, hoping to convince the dame to join.
I bet that went well. Anyway.
Our mutual friend thought you might...
Oh, right, as always. We've had some reports, you see.
They're back.
Seems that way. We haven't been able to confirm anything yet.
Right.
You know Grieger's Weep?
I'm on my way.
Thank you, Clive. I'll look into one of the other sightings.
Let's go. Damn it. The reports were true. I need to stop them before they get to the town.
Clive! Are you all right?
I am. I dispatched the few that I...
Well, there's something. But what were they doing south of town? We might be able to fend off an attack from once.
Do you have eyes in the...
Some. You head back to Northreach.
What do you mean?
Her ladyship's been busy stirring up ill feeling towards her father. But she'll have her marching on the barracks if we're not careful.
What? I'll do what I can to calm things down. Be careful out there, all right?
Don't worry, I'm not like you. Once...
Do you not see, Father? The people of Northreach have given enough, and only a fool would ask for more.
Listen to me, Sabine. Where would our people be without their country, hmm? The Empire is their sword and their shield. It is she that ensures they can live without fear. And now she teeters on the brink. Without their sword, how will the people fight? Without their shield, how will they protect their kin? Can the unarmed stand against the advancing hordes? No. But there is yet hope. A new shield, a new sword. A new empire. We can rebuild Sanbreque, just as Great Grieger wills it.
Perhaps we could, Father. But we don't want to. Not if it is built on the broken backs of the people.
Please, let us not quarrel in the street. You must see that no good will come of this. Our fight is not with each other, but with the threat that draws ever closer to our gates. A threat that your sword has yet to rid us of, Your Eminence.
You will hold your tongue, whore! You may have filled my daughter's head with your heresy, but I will not be corrupted.
Corrupted. Your daughter's opinions are her own, as you would know if you had ever deigned to listen to her. At least I hope they are your opinions, and not posturing born of a family feud. Northreach deserves better than that.
Northreach deserves better than you, Carla. Yes, I know who you are. The slut of Twinside who bedded a Brandit.
Jealous, are you? That a woman might choose a bearer over a pious man of Griga.
Clive! I met a swarm of thralls coming south from Oriflamme. Hundreds of them. Too many to count.
No. Work on the fortifications has scarcely begun. We will retreat to Caernarvon and there make our stand. Did you hear me? That was an order!
While this is but a heartfelt plea, let us make our stand here and protect our homes. Protect those that we love. Together, for Northreach!
You heard the dame. What are we waiting for? Pikemen to the gates. Archers to the roofs. Quickly, come on!
But she is but a common...
whore, yes. And we'd follow her to the gates of hell. The men have their orders, and they look like following them. I got them spaced out at regular intervals.
Thank you, Philippe. Rest assured the people will play their part. Should any of your men be injured...
Thank you, milady.
I'll play my part. You still want for numbers. I only hope I can go some way to eat Philippe. Can I leave the south in your hands? I doubt the thralls...
Of course. I'll lead a party down. What about you?
I'll make my way up the... I fought a few of these things.
All right.
Thank you.
You can thank us when it's over.
Till then, madame.
So many of them.
Not for long. It's over. Just begun. Let's try. That looks to be the last of them. I wonder how the others fared. Better hurry back to town. Come on, Torgal.
Clive.
And you, the road to Oriflamme. How did you and your men?
Well, we ended up fighting for our lives down by the lake. Took a few...
Glad to hear it.
Well, it seems I thank you both for...
You were right, and I was wrong. I had thought that the only way that without a strong hand they would drift apart. To be borne hither and yon by the eddying currents of fate. But you brought them together, not by force, nor by the exercise of goddess-given authority, but by simply being one of them.
Our purpose was ever the same. You were merely distracted by a loftier vision of empire and glory.
You have the... As did you. His radiance said it himself. Sanbreque is naught. I forgot that.
I'm sorry too, Father. I should never have taken things so far. I only wanted you to understand how I felt.
Do not blame yourself, my dear. I should have listened to you.
Your Eminence, your ladyship. But I believe the same. We all want safety, security, prosperity, and we may yet achieve it. Will you join us in this?
Yeah.
Thank you, Now that that is settled, I must go and see to the wounded. The Vale, and today there are more...
Madam Isabel is a... In these dark times, I see that it is not men like...
You're right.
Forgive me for saying so, my lady. The dame said it herself. And that goes for you. You're one of us now.
One of you.
Well said, Captain.
Well, I should see if Isabel needs it.
Can we get you anything?
There's no need to worry any longer.
I saw several soldiers being carried to the Vale.
How goes the treatment of the wound? I'll be happy to man one end of a stretcher if it would help. Don't mention it.
Oh, but I must.
Tell me. If Northreach... But I sense you would rather... For you, madame, I have all the time.
Very well. Long ago, I was Carla then, courtesan to the nobility. So sought after was I that it was only they who could afford. Alas, those for naive as I was, I fell in love with a bearer. He was my master's guard, the gentlest man. After they discovered us together, he was whipped bloody and forbidden from ever looking, and so we fled. Not that we had anywhere to flee to. Until we found ourselves here. It was the Vale that took us, that fed us. Those that could be healed, at least.
He passed away.
He did. But at least we were able to share a few moments of peace. It was the greatest gift I have. But the generosity of this town, the men and women of the Vale supported, though I was still a stranger to them. They treated me like a... And so I swore that I would return the kindness, that I would repay my debt.
Thank you, Isabel, for sharing this.
Perhaps that is why I have such a... Never stop fight, and I shan't. I know that it will not be easy to keep Northreach together. The people, the soldiers, all united in defense. And what of you? Can we count on...
Always.
trouble with your gear, or what do you want? That it? Fine.
There's something about him.
How may I help you today, Clive? You earned this. All done?
This might take a while. I can walk from here. Madness lives on.
done, Sokol.
Rest in peace.
Still alive, are you? Going purse weighing you down? It'd better all be here.
And how might I help the garrison today?
Those things didn't fight like men.
Ready, go? Faster! Be safe. You deserve a rest.
do you want? No scratches, all right? Anything else?